Hi, it's Louise, Spiral Bright Insight, and somebody asked me recently about clearing your energy field, and this is on the back of the video I did about the Blu-ray starseeds, because what happens is when you are an empath or a sort of higher frequency soul, you are very likely to be absorbing energies from other people, from environments that you are in on a pretty much constant basis. And if you're not mindful of this and responsible about how you manage it, then it can actually have quite a negative impact on you. It is actually one of our sort of callings or roles, duties, jobs, however you want to describe it, because a lot of higher frequency souls have come in with this ability to transmute energy for others, and not only for others but for places and for parts of the planet, because we are trying to clear all the density and toxicity that is so prevalent on Earth at the moment. So it's very likely, if you're watching this, that this is something that you can do and are doing. And like I say, whether or not you are doing it consciously and mindfully or not is going to have a big impact. Because when we are all energy beings, and energy is everywhere, so there is energy in every single house, in every single building, even out in nature, there are energies, and we are, as energy beings, incredibly sensitive to that. When we absorb energies, and it can be emotions, it can be feelings, it can be attachments, any kind of energetic influence, it can really kind of create a lot of dis-ease within the body. You know, you might feel tired, you might feel very heavy. It can cause anxiety and depression in the extreme. It can also cause paranoia and fear. And generally, I say as a rule, if I'm feeling an emotion out of the blue which doesn't really fit with me, I have learnt, and it's taken a long time, but I've learnt to ask myself, is this mine? Does it belong to me? And more often than not, it isn't. It's something that I have picked up from someone or somewhere. And if I'm then aware of it, I can then release it and send it to the ground. But I was asked how to clear our energy field. So this is really important, and it's actually part of our spiritual hygiene, or our energy hygiene, which we need to be really on top of, especially at this time in the ascension process, because so much is being sort of dug up and released, and it's all out in the ethers, and it is it's kind of all for the taking. But if you're a really bright shining light and an empath, it's going to find its way to you. And generally, as empaths, we are like sponges, and we just suck it all up, and then there it is, sitting there ready and waiting to be cleared. So how do I clear my energy? There's lots of different techniques you can use. A popular one really is sitting in meditation or using visualization techniques, where you will sort of make sure, you know, you center yourself, bring all parts of you back to the now, make sure you're grounded, make sure you are protected. And if you want to know how to do that, make a comment, and I will do another video about that for people. But just making sure that you are fully grounded, and then you can visualize you might be standing under a waterfall. It can be a waterfall of light or a waterfall of water, and that light or water is literally flushing away all the negative attachments and energies that are attached to you. It's very useful as well to state out loud that you are clearing all the energies and attachments that are not serving your greatest and highest good. I often have a team of guides that I work with, so if it's a tricky one, I will ask them to step in and do the job for me, and I always ask for it to be benevolent and gentle. Sometimes it can be quite full on. Another way to visualize is you standing in the middle of a pure white or pure violet light, and that flame literally burning away all that doesn't serve you, because flames and fire are very purifying and a great tool to transmute energy. So that's one really effective way, and everything is intention. So if you are setting the intention that you want to do this, you know, you just have to have faith that it is going to happen, and that you have got the ability and the power to do it. Okay. There are other tools you can use. You can use sage or Palo Santo, which is something that you burn and then you allow the smoke to sort of surround you, move it around your body. You can also sage rooms in your house or even your car. Just be mindful not to set anything on fire when you're doing that. You can use sound, so you can clap, because clapping, loud noises, can shift the energy, or bells are often something that people use. Chanting as well, singing. There are certain chants that you can sing or create to shift and transmute energy. Even just doing something like shaking and being very physical can just sort of get rid of anything that is stuck and doesn't want to be there. So I hope this has been useful. I do actually offer an energy sort of check-in and clearing service. So as part of that, I will check your energy for any attachments. I can look and see if there are any vows or hexes against you, or spells that have been cast either in this lifetime or in previous lifetimes. And this can be on Earth or elsewhere due to the nature of my work. I also look to see if there are any fragments of your soul that are missing, because often parts of our soul go off on sort of travels and adventures. And although we never have all of our soul within our body, it is sort of useful to have as much as possible here to sort of feel grounded and embodied. And also if there are any implants that have been inserted into you, usually etherically, but sometimes they can have quite a negative or nefarious effect or impact on your life. So that is something that I do, and I check for you, and I clear anything that needs to be cleared, obviously with your permission and your permission from your higher self as well. And if you're interested in this service, just drop me a message. It's hello@spiralbright.co.uk, and yeah, be happy to give you more information. So have an amazing day, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you now, and I shall check in again soon with more information. Thank you.